January 5th, 2014. These are Earth-facing images from LASCO. We've had a flare today. I'll pause it and show you. It was not as strong as the one yesterday, but it's coming from the 1944 Sunspot group. Guys, and it has continued to grow. Yesterday, the millions and the size on the surface had went up to 1250. Now it's in 1400 range, and you can see that flare. Now, it is triple configurated now for X flares. That was one of the concerns in the video last night. Also, I want to point out there are no coronal holes facing the Earth, and those are our heaters. We're at an extreme tilt of near 24 degrees. That's going to bring you extreme weather, and without a coronal hole facing us, you're going to have even colder temperatures. Notice in the dark purple areas that we've seen come around the surface of the sun, they're in the top left. They're not Earth-facing. They're radiating out to our left. For the next few days, guys, it's going to be colder because we don't have that winter heat. Notice those, and you've seen them very large across the surface. So, and I'm going to show you the weather warnings, but 1944, guys, is getting big. Notice it's 1470 in the area. It's beta, gamma, delta. It is also and I'll show you the chances of this thing. It's up to 30% chance of X flares. 25% of that, notice, is just from 1944 alone. And this is, again, I was worried about this. So this is going to give us about a week of this thing facing Earth and growing. Again, the total chance is 30% for X flares. 25 of it alone comes from that giant. That was your proton chart. You saw it go up. But guys, this is concerning me because we're in the South, in Mississippi, but there's 3 or 4 states down here that are in hard freeze warnings, but the entire nation is dipping into very cold temperatures. We're at an extreme in the tilt of the Earth. Again, there's not a coronal hole facing the Earth, and there's going to be about 2 days in the South that it's not going to get above freezing. And the wind chills are going to be from 5 to 10 degrees, even in the daytime. It says life-threatening wind chill impacting northern and central U.S. while heavy snow develops from the eastern plains to the Great Lakes. And I'll show you some of this. This is National Weather Service. All you got to do is type this in and go in and look at the maps. I will put a link to it, and on the website we have that. But again, I want to pull it down and kind of show you what we're talking about here. See that bright blue that's in the between you going from Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas, almost down into the Florida Panhandle. But that's hard freeze warnings. Notice your color charts. But the entire nation is going to be cold. But guys, down here you got pets, you got water pipes, and it's a good time to think about some backup heat, even if it's a small propane heater or something like that. You know not to store the tank inside. But if you can get the heater element in, you just got to be prepared. You can't freeze to death. Make sure your pets are warm. But, guys, this is going to be tough. And one of the things that I'm concerned about in the South also is our transformers are not used to this type of temperatures that are up on the pole. And I've seen them explode like bombs during the winter, especially. We may have some ice in Mississippi. You noticed on that radar there's a chance of rain throughout the day, coming across Louisiana, out of Texas, up into moving northeast across to Alabama. But by the time the temperatures change, you could see some slight snow, and then the rest will be ice. And if you're depending on just electrical power, you may be in trouble. Maybe not. But guys, no time to. You're not going to have like a day tomorrow where it warms up. But remember, wind chills tomorrow, 5 to 10, 15 degrees, depending on where you're at. So that's not very high. It's not very good weather to try to start getting ready at. And we're doing preps here today, extra firewood, things like that. But guys, heads up, be safe. Watch that big sunspot.